real.
Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, Raiden disagrees. On what charge? So yeah, for those of you who don't know, the title of this stream is a reference to Ryazo, the fighting game player who was banned from Granblue Fantasy vs Rising for being too good. To be fair and balanced, it seems that he may have triggered the game's like anti-cheat systems because he got to the crystal cap, I think, of like how many ranked crystals you can get in a very short space of time, as Anila, who is considered to be one of, if not the worst character in the game. I don't know whether I agree with that, by the way. I don't think Anila's that bad at all. But yeah, she's one of the most, I think, like honest characters in this game. Yeah, so it feels like it may have been an automated thing. Hi Rollback Rye, hi Silk, hi Avery. So yeah, it feels like Ryazo may have been banned by an automated system. Although it's interesting just that it may have reacted to the gain in crystals being within a short space of time. I don't know that I would have necessarily hard-coded something like that into my system if I was doing cheat detection. If a player was just going, was earning rank too far, I would probably rely on player reports rather than just automatically banning that person. But yeah, Ryazo is like a known player. He like placed third at like or something at like Arc World Tour. So it's not like he's just some nobody who just turned the game on one day and suddenly like became a grandmaster overnight. But it is I think he's explained on Twitter that he has a different name on his account, so the game may have not have recognized that it's him. But it's very silly. Between that and my gripes with the current patch of Granblue, it does sort of feel like the game is unraveling a little bit, which is a real shame. I don't want it to. I want it to be good and fun and not buggy and silly. And I say buggy because a number of glitches have been discovered recently, including Ferry's Far Light is just fully broken, where I think if you try and hit it on wake up, on opponents who are waking up, it will just like whiff, and there's nothing you can do to make it hit. I think there is something you do. I think you can like stop attacking for a second, but like it's a bad bug to have on a button. But yeah, inspired by Ryazo getting banned, I thought I would start a grind as Anila because I've been wanting to play her for a while. I think she's a lot of fun. I do play her like casually, but I wanted to see how far I could push myself with her, and given that she is like a lower tier character, I wanted to challenge myself to see how far I could take a lower tier character. She's who I played in the beta, so she was very nearly my main until the actual game came out and I discovered Grimner. But we'll do what I normally do in these streams where I'm starting a new character, which is we will go into the training room and go through Anila's kit a little bit. Now I did already stream as Anila like last week, I think, but this is like officially like kicking off, like a ranked grind. We'll have the crystal weapon for training, why not? Train against Gran. So yeah, I wanted to just go through what is it that she can do, where does she stand in the game currently? So, her kit. She has a meterless reversal. She's got a DP, which is really good. I think only the medium version is invincible. Let's go and check this. What is it? All is vanity. There we go. Yeah, so the medium version is invincible, and the heavy version as well. What is the medium version? Comes out in... Yeah. Oh, medium is 12 frames, heavy is 11. So there's not a lot of difference between the heavy and the medium, just the damage they do and 1 frame. That's pretty good. I think a lot of other characters have a pretty big gap between their medium and their heavy DP. There's not a massive amount of difference between the two. But that frame does absolutely make a difference. But you know, if you're pressing it when someone's running at you, that 1 frame may not necessarily make much difference. And it's really good to be able to do the medium version, because I think its cooldown is however long that was, whereas the heavy version has a much more punishing cooldown. So it's good to be able to just throw that out there, and then you'll have your DP back now. So that's good. That's a just nice piece of a toolkit. I think if I get him to block and I get him to do nothing, we can see that. Yeah, I think I want to get him to do nothing on wake up as well. Actually, on wake up, do nothing. Yeah, we're pretty punishable up close. I think spaced it can be okay. Like you're minus 20, which is not good. But if depending on what the context of this situation is, you might not necessarily get immediately blown up for this. Minus 27, and then minus 24. So yeah, you like most DPs, you don't want these to be used on block. She also has her ult version. The ult version, I think, like a lot of other ult DPs, is your hard knockdown, and if you're close enough, I think it counts as a throw, which is interesting, and you get that little animation. Yeah, so just gonna respond to Dom. Anila, like every other draft character, is very well endowed. I think there's a space in the game for characters with big boobs. But I got to admit, it's not my favorite thing about all the female draft is that they're all like that. I kind of wish they weren't all like that. Anyway, where was I? But yeah, that's Anila's DP, pretty good, I think. Coming from Grimner, who doesn't have a meterless reversal, and Cagliostro, who doesn't. Beelzebub does, but there's a fairly big difference between his medium and heavy versions, and it's also not a very good DP in that it doesn't reach that high. I think this is really good, because you can use this as an anti-air, whereas Cagliostro and Beelzebubs you can use as an anti-air, but they have to be pretty close to the ground. And Grimner's is great as an anti-air, but it's metered, and the metered version obviously does a hard knockdown. So Anila's other moves are her neutral skip, Flock to the Future. I think it's called Flock to the Future. Let's go and check. Yes, Flock to the Future. Really good move. I think this does a lot of chip damage as well on block. So on block. Yeah, it's doing a good bit of chip. -2, so it's safe. So you can. I have a real bad habit of throwing this out as my sort of combo ender. For the chip damage and for the pushback. Medium version, longer startup, but I think depending on where you are. So it's +2, but you seem to always get set to this spacing, which you know, this is not a, this is basically round start, but you're +2, so you get a slight advantage. In fact, it is exactly round start distance. But yeah, longer startup, so I think it can work as a frame trap. Let's test whether that's the case. No, it's no too slow for that. Maybe the heavy version can. Yeah, heavy version frame traps, but I don't want to turn that off. I want to turn that off. Yeah, this is a pretty nice neutral skip, I think. It's not great. It travels along the ground, so it can be intercepted. Because Anila's riding the sheep, like, she can just be stuffed out by like fireballs and what have you. The travel distance is pretty good. The chip damage is good. The fact that the light version is safe and the medium version is plus. These are all nice things. Who is that ominously floating on the bell in the background? I don't know, but I think it's a... I think it's like an... I think the bell is like an alien, but I don't know who it is floating on it. I'm not familiar enough with my Granblue lore. Heavy version is -8, so this is punishable. And it's the spacing isn't good either. But here's the trick you have up your sleeve with this, is that Anila can jump off and send the sheep the rest of the way. So you have a canned fireball here. Again, only along the ground, so it won't hit aerial opponents. But it is quite nice to be able to, you know, if you get bad vibes from your approach, you can just bail and be +6. I think. Yeah, that's about even. So that's spacing dependent on whether you're plus, but yeah, that is a nice move. And I think some of Anila's combos like use that specifically. One of the ones people were trying to teach me last week, I think, uses that jump off specifically. Because if you jump off and they're still being thrown up in the air, you can continue to combo. Anila also has a regular fireball. She can just send a sheep forward. I kind of like these fireballs because they do give you a little bit of ability to follow behind it. You know, they are fast enough that they aren't always going to, you know, they're not always going to be dodged or blocked necessarily, but they're also slow enough that, you know, they control space for a long time, and they encourage opponent to jump, and then you hit them with Anila's very good 2H. And she's got a lot of things she can do into 2H. And yes, my sheep are rainbow sheep because I have the crystal weapon for her. The woke nursery rhyme was true all along. Exactly. Medium version, a little bit faster. I think longer startup, so 17 frame startup as opposed to... Oh, they're both 17 frame. That's interesting. -7 versus, yeah, -7. So it's just the travel speed then, I guess. That's interesting. I thought that the medium version had a longer startup, but I may be wrong about that. Maybe it does have a... I don't know. It says first active frame 17. Heavy version is really nice because I've been meaning to do this but keep forgetting. But yeah, as a combo ender, you're +2, so you can use it to kind of keep your turn a little bit longer. Now the ult version is really good. I think it controls a lot of space. It goes basically full screen. It used to travel entirely full screen. I think they nerfed it. I don't really know why. Anila was never that oppressive with this skill. But yeah, you see the third sheep missed there. So you have to, if you want all 3 sheep to hit, you have to fire this off a bit close, but it isn't that safe to do, because as soon as people see you do that, they will tend to jump. And if they jump far enough forward or have some kind of air dash, like a dive kick or something, they can jump over that and punish you. But the really good thing about it used to, or still is, I suppose, that if you throw this out here... Oh, I need full meter for this. You can get like a free full combo there with Ultimate Flock to the Future. I don't know whether I went through Ultimate Flock to the Future. Yeah, it's -6, so again, if you ever block that, you will probably be at a spacing where you can, I think, go into light auto combo and you get like your guaranteed, or more or less guaranteed, but I think sometimes the spacing can be such that you don't necessarily get that, so some characters might need to do something else, like 2M. But yeah, I throw this out as a fuck it button when I shouldn't because it is -6, but coupled with this attack, I mean, not on block, that gives you like a really good, you know, you've got your pressure and your neutral skip all in one. You throw that out there, they get hit, and then you get the idea. That didn't combo properly. You can do something afterwards. So yeah, that is the basics of her toolkit. She also has one more move. Every character has 4 moves, which is her command jump. This thing is kind of useless as far as I can tell, except for combo filler. I think there are some Okizeme setups you can use, which I'm not really familiar with. Yeah, they're all on quite a long cooldown, and I don't really understand why it's not that much of a good move. Well, okay, light and medium aren't. You get a nice little musical sting. Heavy just has a different trajectory and is on a longer cooldown. She has an ultimate version of this, which has a hitbox going down. It's +7. Oh no, that was on hit. On block, it's +2. I knew it was plus, but yeah, +2. I think it doesn't travel necessarily full screen. Yeah, there's a fixed distance, maximum range. I don't think it has a minimum range. So I think in certain ranges you can use that to like whiff punish someone. But it's not really a very good move. I think the ultimate command jump used to just track immediately to where the opponent is, but now you get this hitbox version, so it's got like a maximum distance to stop it from being... It would otherwise be, I think, quite an oppressive tool, although possible to anti-air, I think? I don't know. We'll find out. I'll try throwing it in some games. So yeah, and then Anila's unique action is this move, which I think you can use to end your combos sort of safely. If you're feeling brave, you've got a follow-up, which is a frame trap, but on block, that's -6, so the spacing can be a little bit funny with this one. They don't always get like a guaranteed punish on that. So you've got a few different things you can do here. You can, you're pressuring someone, you go into this. You can do just go into it again. You can just go into another auto combo. You can, oh, I didn't time it right there, but you could like do a jump afterwards. So what do I want to do? Bam, 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 and then just jump. You can go do this into a throw if they're being really passive. Yeah, or you can make a bet that they'll press. I think there are better combo enders on hit. Although this does have a lot of corner carry. If we are at mid-screen, he doesn't block. I go bam, bam, bam. Right, he's over to the corner now. That's pretty good. Like, better than I think a lot of our other follow-ups. That doesn't combo. Although, if you have 100 meter, that's open to you. Yeah, her 6xm is a low. I want him to crouch. -8. Not really, to be expected. 12 active frames though means that they're probably not reacting to that. But as Rai mentioned earlier, there's one more move that Anila has, which is really good, which is her 6xh, which is Totsugeki, advancing attack. 16 frame startup, so again, they're not reacting to this. They will probably see it coming when you're at a certain distance. So it's readable, not reactable necessarily. But it's great, because even on block, if I get him to do like a counter attack, try and counter with his standing light, if you space it, you can you can even end up plus, and I get hit at certain spacings. No, I don't want to. But even quite close, I can. Yeah, if I'm too close, I get punished. But that is only with Farlight. They'll have to like Raging Strike to confirm into that. I think what are we at minus? I want to block, but not counter attack. I wish there was a quicker way to switch between these. By the way, if anyone knows that, please tell me. But yeah, at -5 and -7. There are some 7-frame mediums that might reach, but they're gambling with the spacing of this one. That was -6, so if they use their 7-frame medium, they're not getting that punish. If you're not being greedy, -8. Okay, yeah, I think up close -8. Grimner has close H and far H. I think are 8 frames, maybe not far close H. So yeah, some characters do can blow you up for this. But yeah, at maximum spacing, you can kind of throw this out there. One of the things that tends to happen quite a lot is you can catch people trying to throw their fireball, trying to press a normal, trying to stuff out your approach. They see you running at them, they think, I'll stick out a medium or some such, and you can blow them up for it, and you'll get a counter hit a lot of the time, which, if you have meter, leads into some pretty tasty damage for a mid-screen advancing attack, which can be safe on block. This is pretty nice. Metered, so it's similar to what Grimner used to have to do. You spend meter. So yeah, you can do something like that. Okay, that's combo limit. I like the frame where she's basically horizontal. It portrays a movement. Yeah, I love that frame. I think you can do some kind of. No, I'm not. Yeah, you can do something like that if you don't have the meter for both follow-ups. I want to do a command jump if I can. I wonder if you could get a I want to just see once. Why isn't this jump coming out? Came out too early that time. I need to actually hit the 2H first. Oh no, you're just out of range to get the follow-up, it seems, with the DP. But that's fine. Yeah, as you can see, 4,854 damage is pretty tasty for like some mid-screen shenanigans, spending about 50 meter. And if you're willing to invest your entire meter, you can do as I showed before. Get some pretty nice corner carry. I don't know whether the Raging Strike is the right one to go for there. Bam, bam, bam. 1, 2. Oh, didn't time that right. Oh, yeah, okay, there's a combo limit there. Maybe if you just do one hit. Anyway, there's probably some even better follow-up you can do there. But that's a pretty nice corner carry. 5,700 damage. Anila's drawbacks are, in general, I think she does quite low damage. She doesn't have that many really big damaging combos. So you are sort of relying on winning more interactions than other characters. Her fireballs and all her her neutral skip being very grounded means that people can just jump over it. That can be used to bait some jumps, and then you can anti-air them. But I don't think she gets a lot of reward on anti-air either. So it's a strategy, but it's lackluster. Oh, she has one more button that I would like to go through, which is turn counter hits off. Which is her 2U, her sweep. This is really good. As you can see, on whiff you're sort of very vulnerable. But this is a low that hits from a different postcode and can be used to confirm into. And then at close range you can get that, but at all ranges I think, yeah, you go into her Flock to the Future. Being able to confirm that is extremely good. There we go, 5,700 damage off a low that can hit from over here, which is really good. This is why I don't think she's the worst character in the game. She has some really nice buttons. That being said, I think when blocked up close, or blocked, maybe blocked at any range, yeah, this is minus 13. Now, we're spaced so that probably nothing's that bad is going to hit me, but if someone has, like, a neutral skip that's, like mine, 12 frames, yeah, they can blow you up for this, for trying to go for this too much. So you don't want to throw it out there too much. I've also, something that tends to happen to me is I throw this out way too late when they're already in the air and they get a punish on me. So yeah, that's Anila's toolkit. I think her strengths are that she's got some nice confirms into good corner carry. She gets kind of decent reward off a lot of buttons. A lot of her buttons are quite good. Her far light is good. I quite like her far medium as well. Her far H is really nice. Her close H is great, with it being 2 hits. You get to, like, in the corner you can do some really nasty stuff with this. Well, maybe not that nasty, but like, yeah, you can do some be throwing out some nice pressure with her buttons. I don't think 2M. I haven't used it that much. It's just got a slightly lower hitbox, but it's not a low. Her close medium is insane. She raises her foot above her own head. Yeah, and then her SBA and SSBA are... they're fine. I'll show them both off in as part of like a combo. They do standard damage. Well, I can show them off now. You pretty much always get animation on that one. Yeah, 4,500 damage. Not bad, not bad. This one, I think, travels forward a bit along the ground, so it can be jumped over, and then at close range you get this animation. Nice damage. I really like the animation for that one, and the cutscene is also funny, but I don't often land that one in games. And then I think, like, she has some nice combos which feel really good to do. Like, I've already been pointing out this. I think that's really fun. That is very reminiscent of what Grimna used to be able to do. It's not the best combo in the game, but I like it. It feels fun. I like juggling the opponent along with the sheep. Yeah, these specials have some mint sauce to them. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I would say that Anila is overall a bit minty rather than spicy. She doesn't have anything really crazy. She doesn't have the extreme mobility of like Grimna, Zeta. She doesn't have nasty tricks like Beelzebub or Belial. She doesn't have ways of generating sort of infinite plus frames like some characters do these days. She's very honest, and I think that's what makes her lower tier. She has cuteness, which is not nothing for sure. But most of all, I think she just has fun combos. I like her personality. I like her character design. I've got her in like Hatsune Miku colors. I like sort of glaive and spear and lance users. I think those are really cool weapons. So yeah, I like this. Instead of Fuzzy, she has Woolies. Oh, don't get me on the salt train about Fuzzies. But yeah, I think the big swaggy combo that I see a lot of Anilas do online, and I've been trying to land as well, is if you're not going into your super, that's your pretty nice option, 5,660. If you're going into super though, this is what I tend to do: is throw in the Raging Strike first to get a bit of extra damage, because you get it refunded anyway if you're going to hit with your SBA. Does even more with the SSBA. So that was unbelievable. So I think that is, that's the most damage you're going to get out of Anila, I think. Now, though, I'm not at the full combo limit in any of these. That's not a combo. So I don't know if there's any ways of like adding in any extra damage. I don't know whether like throwing them up first. I don't know whether that does any... I mean, that's not bad, actually. That is an optimization on what I was doing before. If you put the Raging Strike earlier in the combo. That's interesting. I guess the Raging Strike doesn't get combo prorated as if it's earlier on. So I wonder what that does with your SSBA. Interesting. You don't get the animation. You do get it if you do this version of the combo. That's what allowed us to do 9,270. Yeah, interesting that you're just outside of the range for... I wonder if you can do like a micro walk forward. Let's try it. No. Damn. So interesting. So there's no way that I can think of right now to optimize her SSBA combo. But I mean, 9-270 is respectable enough, honestly. You know, if you've got your SSBA active, you probably, you know, you're either looking to win the game with it, or you know, or you're just throwing it out there as a fuck it, I guess. Yeah, that's my sort of impressions of Anila, my breakdown of her toolkit. Let's go queue into some games. Now, I am going to already be at S+ with Anila. So I have played a bit of ranked as her before. I lost some crystals, I think, or maybe gained some. I can't remember what happened last stream. But yeah, it's because she's not got any nasty tricks. I do sort of need to focus on, you know, my fundamentals to win these games, which is why I think she may be more difficult to begin with. But long term, I think she's actually. I think she's going to be easier than Cagliostro. Although she doesn't have the crazy damage, she's a bit more stable than Cagliostro. Like, woolies are like a brand of clothing, not a reference to texture. Yes, it's finally time for some sheeping. I mean, maybe. if anybody queues up against me. If no one queues, then I may ask friends of the show to meet me in lobbies, and we can play some games. We'll see. Like, it's a good time for fighting games, I think. But dare you risk some rollback? Hey, the rollback I can deal with. And honestly, like 3 frames of rollback, which is what we're referencing, isn't that bad. Like, I've played games that are worse. So wow, I can't believe I yapped for 45 minutes about Anila without actually playing any games. I will prove my innocence. Well, considering we're not getting any... Oh! I was just about to say, considering we're not getting any matches, does anyone want to meet me in the lobby? But I did not see what their player card said. I'm going to try and open with 6 at H. Did not hit. Oh, nice. Oh, I wanted to DP there, but did not get it. Is he Gran EX? He is. Granathan EX. Nice. Got his 1-button DP. I need to remember what Granathan EX's, like, thing is. Nah, that's Jita. Yeah, basically, they turned Granathan into Jita, and they turned Jita into someone else. Nice, DP. Throw him. No, nice sweep. Oh! Great. Wait. Granblue as in Gran. Did you not know why Granblue is called Granblue? Did it never occur to you that, like, it's Gran, he's blue. It's his blue fantasy. You're just living in it. Nice. Oh, nice throw. Oh, nice. DP again. Oh! Oh, don't know why he went for the DP on block there, on wake up. I just thought it was Granblue like the sky, and they left out the D for aesthetic reasons. Oh, Rye. Oh, nice. Oh, nice jump. Should punish that with my 2H. Oh, he does not know that that is... Nice.
Not a chance.
He's coming this time. Oh. It was named in honor of Mr. Gran. Damn. Nice. Oh, damn. No way that's not punishable. You're kidding me. Oh, I saw him crouching and I still went for it. Right, how long have you been playing this? A year, and you only just figured out that the main character shares the title. Nice. Yeah, he's gotten my habit. Whoa! Oh, nice. Go! Hi, sheep. Speaking of sheep, how shameful. Oh, I didn't have the meter to do anything else. Oh. Nice. Oh, I went for an anti-air, but... Nice. Oh, nice. Oh. Okay, interestingly, I think he did his DP, but it seemed to hit him like low down after he left the ground, so maybe he's not invincible after he leaves the ground. I knew one of you were thinking it. Do we want to play some lobby games, or shall I queue into ranked some more? I know I said I would do a ranked grind, but I'm also aware that my boyfriend will be returning soon, and I don't necessarily want to queue into more ranked games. Yeah, prior to that happening. I've already put the rice on for dinner, so I've been very organised. But yes, sheep. Rai has only just realised that Granblue Fantasy, the main character is called Gran. The Gran in Granblue. No, it's his fantasy. You're just living in it. I mean, you know where Jita's name comes from, right? So, the title in Japanese is Granblue Fantaji. If you take the last two characters and read them backwards, Jita. So I'm probably blowing your mind here. I'm headed to the lobby. Right, yeah, let's play some lobby matches. Lobby 1 is pretty busy. I'm going around dressed as Beelzebub in the lobby these days because I do like this unique action. Right, onto the ship. And I'll meet you in the usual place. Actually, I kind of want to start hanging out in the arcade more because I think it's cooler in here. It's like a nicer vibe. And also, I figured out... Well, I say figured out. I watched someone do it and I copied them. Whoops. Hello, Rai. I want to show off what we were doing the other day, which is... Yeah, you've managed it faster than I have. Woohoo! Now, it's difficult to jump when there's more than one person up here, because you get that check menu. Woohoo! Right, I'm on the... Now, I know you can make it onto that light, but it's quite difficult, so... Oh, I bounced off it. Anyway, yes, Rai, if you'd like to reclaim your honor. I put Grimner as my partner character because I haven't had him as my partner character since the game launched. As soon as I got Lunalu, I just switched to her for ages, and then recently I've been trying different characters. Let's go. GG's. GGLHF. GGHF. HLF. Have lots of fun. I'm going to laugh my ass off if there's any rollback frames. There probably will be, but you might not necessarily see them. I'll try and point them out if they're there, though.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, we've already got 3 rollback frames. Oh, nice TP. Smack. Yeah, we're on 3 rollback frames, but you know, it hasn't like affected any moves yet. Ooh, nice. Swap sides. I got caught. Oh, nice. That side swap. Why did I jump there? No! Shouldn't have gone for a throw there. There was no meter, so I should have just gone for a meaty hit. Oh. Oh, nice pickup. Now that's the thing with Anila. I don't really know what to do on anti-air. I think I went through this in the last stream. Ooh, I'm kind of making this one up as I go along. Ah, there we go. There was a rollback for you. It looked like I hit for a second, but then it was blocked. So yeah, sometimes it affects games, but not in like a major way. I think there were two rollback there where it turned into like I got the flash as though I'd hit, and then it blinked and it was being blocked. Oh, nice! Like cancelling their slashing move because I think it's minus if you do all of it. Nice. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed the button. Why did I do that? Oh. This is a nice combo. No. That's alright, sheep. Enjoy whatever you go on to do. I just was gonna start a ranked grind, but then talked myself out. And so now I just want to play some casual games with beloved friends. Oof. Oh, nice. Oh, damn. Damn. I need to hit my 6XL like earlier, I think, because I keep on getting countered on wake up. Oh, animation time. My honor. I do like Anila's SSBA finish screen a lot. It's very cute. Let's yeah, play another set, and then I might end the stream prematurely because I'm starting to feel a bit hungry. I want to go and check on that rice.
Versus Anila.
You've already been streaming for an hour. Yeah, I know I promised I would do some ranked games, but you know, whatever. I don't have to hold myself to what I said an hour ago. Oh damn! Nice. Oh. I should just hold the block button when Lancey is about. I don't know how I got away with that. Maybe I should stop pressing a button in the air. Sheep. I had rice with fish earlier. Merle is copying me. Well, I'm having rice, but I'm having rice with curry. But it's a vegan curry. Wait till you find out why it's called The Simpsons. Damn, this is nice. Whoa. A DP on block. Very risky. Especially when I had my entire SSB gauge, but I guess you had enough of a life lead that you could afford to absorb a hit there. But I mean, here's the thing I will say. Whilst it's not necessarily the most risky, or like, you know, it's not the worst move you can do. A DP on block like that, on hit it doesn't do very much damage, and I think it's not worth spending even 25, well, maybe because it's a DP it doesn't get a deep meter refund, so it's not really worth spending 50 meter on, especially for Lancelot, who I think is very meter dependent in order to, you know, be able to do more damage. Oh, nice. Delay button. Oh, nice. Nice confirming there. I have a habit of doing that cancel into Flock to the Future, and I really need to break it. Nice. Oh, very nice. Oh. See, I can do it too. Nice. But I think you probably could have killed me earlier there if you'd used Raging Strike in that combo. Just throw me up into the air and then catch me. Oh, nice. Actually hit me out of my startup of 66H. Oh, nice. Very brave run up there. Oh, nice side swap. Yeah, I'm cooked here. No! I don't know why I jumped there. Had I just held block after I landed, would have gotten a nice punish.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
the hell happened there? Honor reclaimed.
Player 2, win. Battle 2, engage.
Nice. Yeah, that sweep of Anila's is really nasty. The fact that I can just like go directly underneath your your fireball there. Thank you for the games. Thank you for helping me helping me stream. Going to stand by the wall. Nice. I do like the lobby avatar of Anila actually. Oh, where is it? Anila. Let's get a minty. Because you get to do this. I lost. Aww. Not half bad. Yeah, I like Anila a lot. I'm looking forward to streaming more as her. Yeah, I also am going to get back into Cagliostro. I've learned a few sort of nasty tricks I can do with Cagliostro now. Learned a few more corner combos and ways to spend meter wisely. So I'm looking forward to trying those out in ranked. Unfortunately, I'm not really enjoying playing the game as Grimner as much anymore because he's just sort of... I don't know, I find him much more of a struggle to play because in mid-screen and when you're poking out of offense, you don't really have that many sort of like juicy things you can do anymore without the wall bounce from 214U. It is unironically the change they've made to this game, or to any game ever maybe, that I've wanted them to revert more than anything else, because I just feel like it really hurts not just the character. I think it hurts the character's strength, which is I think what they wanted, but it also at the same time has really affected the fun I've had playing him. I still think he's really fun. I love him as a character. There's still plenty of fun stuff you can do with him, but it does just feel like since launch they've slowly sort of taken away a lot of what drew people to Grimner in the first place, which was that his ability to sort of like do these nasty mixes on most places on the screen, having like a real threat for whiff punishing, and being able to really kind of blow you up for letting him run his game. And yeah, the fuzzies were a big fun thing that I liked doing, and yeah, all of that has sort of been slowly taken away from him. I actually sort of don't disagree with the fireball change for Grimner. I think that was needed in some sense because the fireball was just affecting too much of his gameplay, and I think it is a bit silly that he was able to, with his fireball, 6-6M you into his super. There's, you know, not a lot of characters have an overhead that combos, and there's a good reason for that. But then at the same time as introducing that into the game, they've given Wilness the ability to do that. I think his overhead goes into a combo. And he also has an ult skill which side swaps immediately. So what's meant to be his downside is that he is, I guess, has not as good defense because his offense is so strong. His defense is incredible because he can side swap you with one ult skill in the corner. You still get roots off of 6-6M. Yes, Sheep, you do still get some roots, but they're extremely situational, and I don't really think, like... you know, what what used to be the... I mean, it's still the case that people can, like, DP out of that situation. But yeah, it's become harder to do, which maybe it should be. So that's why I say I don't mind the fireball change, but the 2-1-4-U change I think is overly punitive to Grimner's, like, to his game feel. I would have accepted a damage reduction on, you know, combos that start with 2-1 or 2-1-4-U into 2-2-U. Maybe it should be a universal change that when you get meter refund from an alt skill once in a combo, maybe, or like once you've done it, you know, if you do it in the combo, so you still did it from neutral, but it's still comboing. Maybe you should take a very harsh damage penalty. Maybe it should just set it immediately to 40%, like it does with with hitting combo limit. I don't know. I feel like changing his combo routing was more punitive than they needed to be. Even though the character did need nerfs. But yeah, I digress. Look at me there. I was digressing. So yeah, I'm enjoying playing as different characters, as like Anila, Cagliostro. As Bubs and Grimner, I'm having fun at ranked. Probably more as Bubs, because I feel like fewer of my habits that I've built up as Bubs are detrimental to my play, whereas a lot of the habits I built up with Grimner are like very detrimental to my play, in that I keep throwing 2-1-4-U out there and I shouldn't. But yeah, and I haven't played Ferry since the patch dropped, because she's just broken at the moment, like literally. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Thanks for listening to me yap. I'm sorry I didn't play as many ranked games as I said I would, but I think we had fun all the same. Merle will be an Uno player in no time. I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, other than... there aren't that many more characters that I'm actually that interested in playing. Cagliostro, Anila. I'm kind of interested in Catalina and Vera. I think they're quite fun. Vera is very outside of my usual sort of character archetype in that she doesn't have like a good fireball, so maybe not Vera, but Catalina I might play at some point. I do want to learn how to play Zoe, because Zoe absolutely farms me in ranked, and I would like to understand her weaknesses. I think like Zeta and Beatrix were at one point like characters I looked into. I'd like to play Eustace, but he seems quite difficult. And yeah, that's kind of it for the characters I'm really interested in playing. Maybe Narmea EX, because she seems a lot easier to play than regular Narmea. Maybe Gran Orgita one day. I'd like to play Lucilius as well. Okay, so there's still a bunch of characters I'd like to play. But yeah, for now I'm just going to focus on the getting these two as high as I can take them. I'd like to get them to master if I can. But well, yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Have a really fun Monday. I'm going to go and prepare curry. I'm going to watch Hannibal, which I haven't watched in a few days. So I'm looking forward to going back to the gay cannibals. Bleating his fan base up. Very good, very good. Yeah. I'll catch you all later. Bye bye.